Thanks for joining me, Elizabeth. It's been a little while since we've actually had the time to communicate face to face for a while.
Yeah,
Um,
no problem.
a little bit about Manufacton. You already know it, but Manufacton's been around for about 10 years. Earlier this year, we actually were acquired by Nemetschek, Allplan specifically. So not many people are familiar with the Allplan brand here in the States, but Nemetschek is they're a leader in the AEC software space and very familiar with the customer base here in the States is Bluebeam. So it's the same people that own Bluebeam now own Manufacturing. And there's some
Okay.
great things on the horizon for what we're planning to do in that space, and we're really looking forward to that. And as you know, we kind of really help you manage prefab operations in your shop. So it's kind of collaboration between the office, the shop, and the field. And everybody in between has a visual means of actually looking at a specific prefab and finding out what's going on. And a little bit about me, I've been in the industry most of my career. I had great aspirations of becoming a mechanical engineer, but me and mathematics didn't get along too well. And I decided that I was going to go more of the technical route and started teaching people how to use CAD software back in the beginning and stages of CAD, so to speak. Went to work for Autodesk, or actually an Autodesk reseller at first, and then Autodesk, and spent some time there. Moved to Bentley Systems, where it was really owner operator focused. And the only gap that was missing was the construction space. So Manufacton hits right there in the middle, and it's kind of bringing those two worlds together. And it's been really cool to see how the industry has taken off with prefab. So that's a little bit about me. Nobody really cares about me. Tell me about your background. How in the world did you get involved in the electrical prefab space?
Well, yeah, I took a bit of a long way around, but essentially, I my father was in construction, and he encouraged me to go to engineering school. So I started engineering school, gosh, probably about 25 years ago. Wow, that's a long time ago now. And through the course of that, I was recruited out of college, started working for Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory.
Oh,
After I
wow.
worked for them for a period of time, I then worked for a civil engineer, and then took a little bit of time off, a couple of years when my kids were pretty young, and then ended up getting the job back into the industry. Started working for Collins Electric, which is how I got involved in working for an electrical contractor.
After you came back into the career from being a mom, which is the most important
Yeah.
job in the world, you came to college, and you've been with
Yes.
Collins now for 18 years. So
Yes.
that's impressive. 18 years. I
Thank you.
think that's the thing that's most impressive to me about the construction industry is typically people go into a company and kind of stay there. So
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about Collins.
Um,
What's it like working there? What do they do? Tell me all the good things they do.
Yeah, so Collins has, we just celebrated our 100-year anniversary
Wow.
2 years ago now. So working for a company like Collins it's it's a Collins is a legacy, in the industry, and has a legacy that's been passed on, for many, many years. So to be part of the Collins family is an incredible honor. And I just thoroughly enjoy, my employment and being a part of Collins Electrical Company. Um, Collins is owned by a family, um, so it's very much a small, family-owned business environment, but it's a large corporation at the same time. So we kind of get the best of both worlds. Um,
So
one of the, Go ahead.
they're very focused in on the community and stuff. I know one of
Yes,
their big things that they do every year is a big fundraiser for the American Heart Association. I
yes,
noticed
we
where
do.
they're in their second year of the official cornhole tournament. So
Yes.
that's something I always kind of see them, kind of come across to my desk. I'm like, oh, look at that. So they're very active in the community. Good to see.
Oh, very much. And that's, I think, one thing that I enjoy most about the company is Collins uses their influence and their, revenue profits per se to really give back. And
Right.
that's something that I think all of us that work for Collins can really appreciate is, the amount of time and effort they put into the community, and the surrounding areas, which makes us just even more, proud to be part of the Collins family.
Yeah, that's great. So electrical prefab has kind of been a hot topic for probably I would guess, heck, 4 or 5 years. And in the early beginnings of it, there was a lot of naysayers that were giving them a lot of pushback.
Yeah,
In the industry now, everybody seems to at least doing some portion of a project doing prefab, at least the majority of the industry.
yeah.
And things are just going wide open in the electrical space holistically. What types of projects does Collins work on?
We typically work on large commercial industrial projects. So in the area of, high schools, or any kind of school, hospitals, we do a lot of large warehouses. We've been a partner with UC Merced for many years now, probably 23 plus years, a lot of new college projects. So the UC kind of campuses, we really love to work on those. So large scale projects Collins
Sure.
is typically involved in. Casinos, we've been doing a lot of casinos lately as well.
Is it a lot of retrofit type of stuff or new construction or a little bit of everything?
I'm sorry, what did you say? New construction or retrofit?
Primarily new construction or retrofit, like, kind of going in and doing some additions or something on an existing campus?
Primarily, it'd be new construction, although we do have our service department or special projects, we call it, is
Right.
really growing a lot.
Yeah.
So that would be more of our kind of going into an existing building facility and doing kind of upgrades. We also have a very large renewables department, so our solar projects
Yeah.
are have been growing significantly too. So in all of those different areas, new construction, existing construction with upgrades, and our renewables, our prefab and design department touches all of those projects.